Okay, so this is the orientation call, which will show you how to manage your account. Now, it's probably best, rather than watch this recording, is to open another window or tab in your browser, log into your back office, and actually do the steps that I'll be talking about while you listen to this recording. Because if you actually do them rather than just watch me do it, you'll be able to understand how these functions work much more quickly. So let me wait 15 seconds while you open up a new browser and log into your back office. Okay, so in the upper left-hand corner, we're going to go down the left column in your back office. So notice the first thing is knowledge base. So that's where the deepest amount of information we have is available. And if you click on that red link, you'll notice that it takes you to a knowledge base that's populated with all types of information in great detail. And if you scroll down the knowledge base, you can see what's there. Okay, so close that out. Now we're looking at your back office again. As we scroll down, click on Edit Contacts Credit Card. It's when you click here, this is where you can, change your phone number or change your email address or change your credit card number. So any kind of thing like that, or if you scroll down further, this is where you can change your cell phone number if you want us to send you text messages when a lead comes in, and also where you can put assistance information if you want us to email your assistant with leads in anything we email you. Okay, back to the left side. Next one is submit a credit request. Click on that. And so this is a description here. You want to read this when you have time. You'll come back to this. And it explains exactly how to submit a credit request. I'll show you a little bit more about that, but it's best to read this, but I'll actually show you where to click exactly in just a couple of seconds. Back on the left navigation, if you click on Billing Summary, you'll notice what comes up. And if you just are new to the system, you won't see this, but if you look at my screen, you'll see what happens is each time an advisor is billed, so let's take, here's a billing for 144. If I click on the view link, it actually shows which prospects were for that particular billing. So it gives you the detail if you ever want to know, hey, you just billed me for X, which prospects did that cover? We've already arrange that for you in your back office. Next link on the left says email history. When you click here, this is a history of all the emails that the system, the SeniorLeads system, automatically sends to you. Things like, we just billed your card for these leads, or we had trouble billing your card, so here, please take these steps, or something like that. So that's all the emails you'll find there. The service agreement that you originally filled out. Should you need to reference it, it's here. If you haven't reread this since you filled it out, please do so. Okay, let's go back to the left side again. Pause account. Now you can pause your account 30 days after, click on that. You can pause your account 30 days after your account started, and you have a total of 30 days available to you. So you're able to shut that on and off as you need to, and it won't be available again until your account is at least 30 days in. Next link down is cancel account. So if you need to cancel account, you do it yourself. Note. When you look, you'll read this information. You can only cancel your accounts on the first and third Thursday of each month. Why? Because we prepaid for your ads, and they expire on the first and third Thursday of each month. That's when you can cancel, because our payment for your ads will be complete. Okay, on the left side, under My Settings, click on Adjust Radius and Zips. This is where you can come in again on the first and third Thursday. You can do this, where you can change your central zip code if you want, and change your radius. Next link down on the left says Modify Prospect Types. Here's where you can change your prospect types by unclicking or clicking on any of the prospects. Remember that you have to have either retirees or pre-retirees as an option. Next item down, set daily cap. By default, you already have a daily cap set so that you can never ever get more than 5 leads in a day. You only want to unclick this if you want to take the cap off so you can receive more than 5 leads in a day. Okay, back to the left side, specific zip code option. So for people who need to pick specific zip codes, rather than what you saw here where you have a radius, a zip, an essential zip with a radius around it, you need to be able to pick specific zip codes, zip code by zip code. Click this option, read this information, how it works, and just follow these instructions, and you can send us a list of zip codes that you want your account to cover. Next item down. This is probably the most important item, and when we're done, go back and read this twice. How to control your lead flow. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different ways to control your lead flow. You want to read this list at least twice, because the number one issue we have is people saying, oh, I'm getting too many leads. Oh, I'm not getting enough leads. We have no control over it in the back office. You have control over these 6 levers, and so these are the things you want to change in your account that will impact your lead flow. Next item down under My Prospects, click on View Prospects. This is where you can always pull up an entire list of all the prospects that have been sent to you. And so for each prospect, you can see their name, phone, lead type, all the information. You can send an e-booklet if you want, a PDF. Please, if you send this, it doesn't mean you don't need to send the physical booklet. Always, always, always send the physical booklet. This is also where you can request a credit. So over here, you'll normally see a button that says request credit. The reason you don't see it here is because if a lead is more than 30 days old, you can no longer request a credit for it. You have 30 days from the time you receive a lead to request a credit, and there'll be a button here. All you need to do is click it, and it'll ask you some questions, and that's how you get a lead replaced. Okay, let's go, sorry about that. Let's go back to the left navigation, View Credits under My Prospects. So now we're looking at some credits, and this shows the leads for which you received credits, where you either told us, oh, the name is wrong, or the phone number is wrong, or something like that. You can indeed see that you've been credited. You can also see that, by the way, under View Prospects. Let's just go back up to that. You can also see it because if you've requested a credit, it will. You see this where it says credit information toward the right-hand side. Those columns. There's a column that says credit status, and so you'll be able to see if a credit was requested and granted in that column. Okay, so back to the left navigation. We're under My Booklet Setup. Customize booklets. So if you click on that, it takes you over to the site where you create your booklets at advisorbooklets.com. Very simple to learn how to create your booklets. You've got a tutorial. You've got some little videos right here. All you need to do is watch these. They're very short and explains you exactly what to do to create and customize your booklets. Okay. Under My Booklet Setup, auto send booklets. You can have us auto send by email a PDF of your booklets if you want. You don't have to do this because you're going to mail your booklets anyway. So you'll read what this is about, and if you want, you just turn the auto send on, and then you compose this email message that you want to go out with a copy of your booklet. Okay, under My Booklet Setup, next thing down, compliance in FINRA. This is where all the FINRA letters are on the booklets that have been reviewed. You can also download a compliance kit for your compliance officer if they need that. Should you need to customize the interior of the booklet, the actual content, the way you do that is you can download toward the bottom of this page. It says generic booklets. You can download the Microsoft Word version of the booklets and modify as you need. Note, once you do that and modify, they're out of our system. Then you'd have to create your own PDF and email the booklet and send the booklet. But the system, our system you cannot upload customized booklets to our system if you want to change the inside content. Okay, under My Booklet Setup, what booklets to send. So this shows you that every time when you get a lead, on the lead it'll show you the prospect type, and then this little table here under what booklet to send, you just say IRA and 401k rollovers, there's the title of the booklet to send. Or for retirees, that's the title of the booklet to send. And let me just see, did I closed it already? But these booklet titles you'll be able to see at the Advisor Booklets site, so you'll know exactly which lead gets which booklet. Okay, let's scroll down. Now we're under a section on the left column that says My Resources. Click on How to Follow Up. So this gives you very complete instructions on how to follow up on your leads. You can print out a copy here of the guide, How to Follow Up on Your Leads, which you want to read cover to cover. You'll also see, as you scroll down, some recordings we've made for you of what really good calls should sound like when you make them to the prospect. Also, if you scroll down further, you will see some follow-up letters that you can send. If you want, you can turn them into emails, just copy and paste it into an email. But these are follow-up letters you can send should you want to drip on a prospect using these letters. Okay, let's go on the left side again. Next thing is orientation call. Well, that's what you're listening to right now, so you don't need to click that. Next item down says attend the consulting call. So under this link, you can actually click and listen to a recording of the consulting call, or find out the dates and times that the consulting calls are held if you'd like to come to one live. Also, if you scroll down on this attend the consulting call, we've placed here a number of recordings of advisors who have been guests on our consulting calls, and we've recorded their short presentations on the consulting call. These are really awesome. I'd really listen to these. At the bottom of the page, attend the consulting call. Okay, next link down says training videos. Click on that. And what you'll see here is there's some links. The first one says watch an 8-minute video. Okay, so there's a few videos under here that I would absolutely watch, because they will make things much simpler to understand. So that's why we've prepared them, just to save you time and to increase clarity. Next one down says how-to videos. These are very, very short 2-minute videos. How to access the consulting call, how to view your prospects, how to print your booklets, how to get a text message for your new leads. So at most they're 2 minutes. Some of these might actually be less than 60 seconds, but they're really good how-to videos that show you something very quickly. Next link down, successful advisor tips. Click that. Here we have a whole bunch of recordings from advisors over time that have just been nice enough, like if they called us or we emailed about something, we called and said, hey, can we record your comments, because we'd like to share this with others. And so these people have been generous enough, and I definitely listen to the things they say, because these people are successful and they will have really insightful comments for you. Okay, back on the left, the next link down says get free prospects. Well, rather than pay us $19 each, this little section describes how you can get leads for free instead of for $19. All right, next link down says our internet ads. So if you ever want to see, now this starts a video, so if you ever want to see what our
Let's illustrate how we locate prospects in the Brokerville system.
Yeah, so that plays a video, and it shows you the examples of our different types of ads. So if you need to see our ads, what appears on the internet, that's where you do it. Next item down, drip on your prospects. Click that. So here's a video that you can play. You click on it, and it will explain how the drip marketing system works if you want to use our drip marketing tool. It's been very powerful. It's been very effective. We highly recommend you use it, because you will have some prospects that you either don't get a hold of, or that you just can't close them an appointment. And if you drip on them, you'll be successful. Next item down on the left navigation says FAQs, right? Frequently asked questions. If you click on that, you see exactly what you see, probably the 20 most frequently asked questions, and if you scroll down, there's the answers to them. Okay, the last section on the left side, the left navigation in your back office, under My Support. First one, create a support ticket. Well, the way you create a support ticket is you type a question under where it says, how can we help today? You start typing a question, and it'll say, is this your answer? And if no, it'll say create a support ticket. Or over to the right, you see there's a little plus sign. It says new support ticket. You can just go into creating a support ticket. Next item down under My Support, do not call list. So people always ask us about the do not call legislation and rules. So when you click this, this explains why you are able to call these people without worrying about that statute. So you'll read that section about the do not call list. Next item down, it says alliance information. These are either broker-dealers or field marketing organizations that already have some kind of discount agreement with us. So you'd probably already know about it, but this is where you'd enter it. You'd be given a code by your broker-dealer or your field marketing organization. You'd enter it in the alliance codes, and that would then activate the whatever special deal we have with that organization so that you could partake in that. And then the last link down on the left under My Support says Premium Phone Support. So if you click that, it describes what to do if you want to have a live support call, one-on-one. There is a cost to it because otherwise we handle everything electronically. Handling things one-on-one over the phone is not the way we're organized, so there is an extra cost for it. Almost nobody uses this. Almost everybody says the electronic communication works fine. And that's about it. So that's what's in your back office. Now please go back and reread in some detail what's behind each of these red links so you can absorb it, and that way you'll know how to use the system really, really well and really efficiently.